certainly like to thank Joe Pitter. Bruce Eckman. Campbell. Billy. Our board of directors has spent a lot of time putting the membership structure together and working through a lot of the various issues that have arisen, which have been pretty seamless overall. But I also like to thank Tina Lawson, Stephen Chandler, and Bruce Eckman, and Alana King for all of their work. Just so you know, going forward, this is the first tournament we've had, but we just put our first committee together, which will be really focusing on round-robin tournaments and leagues and ladder programs as we develop as a club. So I'll be really leaning on that committee to really work with us to put a lot of that together as we move forward to the later summer and maybe a nice fall classic tournament this fall coming up. So we'll be talking with that committee, but again, we really welcome any volunteers and anybody that can help out with that sort of thing. With that being said, I'd like to introduce Tom Arrighi from Parks and Rec.
This is a dedication. First I want to introduce our members from the Recreation Board, Mike Flaherty, Dan Buron, and Mark Thomas. Gina Gisconi can't make it today, but she's from the CPC. She's on our board, also was on the CPC, and she helped get the funding for this court, for the courts. So let's give her the whole board. This court's going to be dedicated to a special person, a good friend. I want to mention too the Campbell families right out back, Sean, Jessica, Jimmy's wife. Dedicated to Jim Campbell. Yes. Jim Campbell's been instrumental in the recreation department, instrumental in helping the courts get built. It's his desire and his push to get it done. A lot of things in town government sits. They sit for a long time. Ideas are great, but you need people to push them. Jim was the guy. Anytime we needed things, Jim pushes it, gets it done. Little thing about Jim, he's been on the Recreation Board for just 38 years. How's that go? 38 years. He was also on the Old Spartan Links. First it was the Golf Study Commission. I think that was back in 90, 91. Then he was in the Old Spartan Links running the course. And then now they just went to a private court company running it. But Jim, I think he's over 25 to 27 years with just, again, Old Scotland Links. He dedicated his time. He also was 10 years on the school development. Jim Campbell doesn't ask, he doesn't ask what the town can do for him. He says, what can I do for the town? That's the kind of person. He's also 40 years. And he's only 55. 40 years in the Lions Club. So it says a lot. It says a lot about Jim Campbell as a person, as a father, as a friend. We love you, Jim. The dedication. We haven't. It's just a temporary sign. We got a plaque coming. That'll be here in 2 weeks. Like anything else, it's slow.
I can't thank you enough for the leadership you've given people on the Recreation Commission, the dedication, how many times you were at a little girl's basketball game, keeping score, whatever it took, you were there to help out all the time, never asked for anything, and sincerely, you're a role model for us people behind you that try to act like you. You're a great guy, and the wealth of knowledge that you have on recreation is just second to none. Thank you.
Jimmy, I'm just going to reiterate what everybody's thinking and what everybody's been saying, but first of all, congratulations. Truly well deserved to have these courts named after you, because I did see firsthand, I had a front row seat when you started on this project, and like Tommy said, you just dive right in and get it done and keep pushing and pushing. But also I think it's time to thank you on behalf of the people in town, especially the youth in this town. People don't realize what you've done behind the scenes to have the great facilities that we have all throughout town. So, and a personal thank you, because when I sat on the board, again, like I said, I saw and learned so much from you. You've been a valuable asset to the town, so I can't thank you enough. Congratulations.
Jim, you want to come up?
Yeah.
Give you a nice round of here he is.
These guys would appoint me to the committees. You know, they needed someone from rec, and they say, go ahead, Jim. Just kidding. They were great. Mike, no one knows what everyone does in town. They read Facebook and stuff like that, but they don't know, like, when a guy drills all the holes, brings his truck over, and does construction, or another guy, Tom, gives you a bus to go to take a Pawtucket Red Sox. I forgot their name. They're not there no more. Stuff like that to go bring kids to the game, like 6 buses or something like that. So there's a lot down in the background. And the guy, we had Brooke Condon, who sadly passed away, but she was the one that kept us all together, kept us informed what everyone was doing. And as they said, Charlie. Yeah, I would push it, but I'd be pushing Charlie. Charlie could do this. He was running the rec. He was running all the leagues, getting times at the schools. He was running the golf course. When the pro left, we put Charlie in charge. When I told him we were going to do this, he never even knew what pickleball was. And he said, yeah, sure. He said, but I'm retiring, so we got to get it done. And if you don't know it, this complex I see in Naples, Florida, and he built it for probably 1/3 of the cost because of volunteers. And that's how things got done in town. And especially my family, who let me get out and go on all these committees when they had tons of things we could have been doing. And thank you all. Great group of people. One other thing, you mentioned Joe. Joe, I would call with a drawer and say we need 6 courts here or there. Joe would do them. Emily, who led us into the senior center to get the idea of pickleball going, was great. She let us, no arguing about using this land. Number 2, and Tony, who came down and gave lessons to all the people to get a lot of insight. And you know who he gave them to, because when they serve and step up, they all say, serve and stay. He like throw it in everybody. And they all volunteered to get this going. All right, that's it. Jeff.
Let's do just a quick moment of silence for Brooke Condon. She was an outstanding person for our board, 20 years on as an admin, and we could just have a moment of silence. I appreciate it. All right.
Thank you.
Good job.
All right, Sue.
What a great dedication today for Jim Campbell. We're here at the Bridgewater Pickleball Courts. Now they're called the Campbell Courts, for a man who deserves to be the courts to be named after him. He put so much time and effort into getting these courts built. He also has been 38 years with the Bridgewater Recreation Commission, serving the residents of Bridgewater. He also was on the Golf Study Commission and also the Old Scotland Links, running the golf course. He was there for 25 years. Also, he was on for 10 years. He was on the School Building Committee. So we're here dedicating these courts to Jim for all he's done for our town. I know we have some other things to be said. We have Mike Flaherty over to the left.
I served on the Recreation Committee with Jim and known as a friend through the golf course, through our mutual friend Charlie Simons. Got to know Jim, and he's so dedicated to the kids and the recreation in the town, and really is a role model for us to keep things going. Never cared about getting any thanks, always just did it unselfishly, and really a wonderful, wonderful person. Thank you, Jim.
Thank you.
Bill Callahan.
This guy came all the way from Mission Hill as a young man, came out to Bridgewater and did all good things for Bridgewater. And my time on the golf commission, 6 years, it's one thing to be on the commission, but this guy worked. He worked. We'd have debates. These two guys would be arguing until 11 o'clock at night, but we got a lot accomplished, so congratulations. Well deserved.
Thank you, Bill. Well, I couldn't have done it without all these guys. The rec commission was always on the forefront of building things in town. And we had Brooke to keep us in line, and Charlie. Yeah. Charlie, we would tell him we want something done, and we'd give him a drawing, and Charlie would make sure it happened. Yeah. And, you know, you read a lot of things on Facebook, but the guys in the background, they're working to help kids, and be it sports or whatever, all of them are friendly and everything like that, so it's the right committee to be on. Yeah. And I'd like to thank all you guys and the rest, Ginger, who couldn't be here, Mark Thomas, who was here, Danny Buron. Yeah. Thank you, Mark.
No problem, Jim. Thank you. Maybe I'll need to see some.
Mark's taking my place, so keep an eye on him.
CPC.
We talk about Charlie Simons, and I was a real close friend of his, and he had a group of close friends that whenever something came across the town that needed to be done, we never looked to get any thanks. We always were in Charlie's army, and we volunteered our time, our equipment, never charged for anything, but just looked to get approval by Charlie because he was so dedicated. And I feel blessed to have been his friend for so long, and we were fortunate enough before he passed away to have a celebration for him at the clubhouse that he built, and we dedicated the clubhouse for him. So it was just a great time, and all our friends enjoyed him tremendously.
Yeah, Charlie Simons is a great human being, and we miss him. We also had another person, Brooke Condon, that I want to mention too. She just passed away recently. She was our admin for over 20 years, and she was like our house mom. She kept us in line, kept us to the schedule, and we miss her deeply also. I want to just, one other thing we need to say is the CPC. The courts could not have been done without the CPC money that helped us get built. Once again, Jim Campbell, congratulations. Mr. Chairman, you want anything to say?
I just want to say, in a day and age where people can post whatever they want online and give their opinions, and most people don't want to dig in and work hard to do something, the Bridgewater Park and Rec Commission is very unique in today's day and age. I joined a couple years ago when Jim stepped down, giving me the opportunity, and I wanted to get involved and help out, and this was the right commission. They have easily combined 100 years plus of experience, and everybody on that commission, they want to get involved, they want to get their hands dirty, they want to see things through. So that was the spot for me, and where I felt I belonged to make a difference in Bridgewater, and just trying to follow in the footsteps of Jim that paved the way so well for getting stuff done that you can actually see for the kids and the community of Bridgewater.
Well, thank you, everyone. Got to go. Got to play in the tournament. Have a good day.